getting ready. But look at the reach. The jab is only an inch off for both young ladies. Let's go back to Mark Gray, who's standing by outside of Laila Ali's locker room. Mark?
Well, Laila may have been waiting, or expecting, I should say, Ronnie, to fight a little bit later on, but we are anxiously right now waiting for the champion to make her way behind.
Obviously, we're having some technical difficulties with Mark Two Shots Gray's, of course, microphone, but that's okay. I can see right now that the belts are being brought out. We've got 3 championship belts for Laila Ali. She's about to make her way, but there's the young lady she's got to take. You are not seeing a tape, folks. This is live action coming to you from Bowie, Maryland, Prince George's County, and that is the WBC belt, and that is, of course, Laila Ali, the daughter of the greatest fighter of all time, Muhammad Ali, about to make her way into the ring. And you know, Antonio, the crowd will be up and excited because they have been waiting in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area for this. We have a near sellout here at Bowie Baysock Stadium. It has been a magnificent night. And you know what? They can finally hear and they can finally chant the sound of Ali Ali. Laila Ali about to make her way into the ring. And you know what? The crowd here at Bowie Baysock Stadium is about to see the greatest from the latest, and I'm talking Laila, she be stinging Ali. It's got to run chills through your body anytime you're a fighter when you're coming down that roll and all of a sudden you hear your name cheered. And I can remember when you retired from the game of boxing not long ago, it was a glorious night. You had the ruby red, you've got the diamonds in the jewelry, you know you're a black woman on retail in detail, but it's all good. But you know what? You love it, don't you?
I do. I do. I love the sport, and I love the shouts and the cries of the crowd, and it's a great feeling walking down that aisle to the ring and finally getting in there and doing what we do best.
Look at the look on Nikki Eflon's face right now. Is that not a look of determination? She's not afraid, but there she is. Laila Ali, and the crowd is finally getting a chance to see her. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to put up a shut-up, get down and throw down. There's about to be a beatdown because Laila Ali is stepping into the ring to do her thing against Nikki Eflon. 16-0, 13 knockouts. The last fight coming against Christy Martin, and there she is, draped in the white and gold, and she's got, of course, a sponsor there, Adidas. You know what? That was a great commercial. Her and her dad. Everyone talks about it, but you know what? You can hear some of the sounds around here that these people are like, you know what? Maybe we're buying in to the Nikki Eflon flavor. I mean, Nikki Eflon was telling everybody that she not only could win this fight, but she will win this fight, and we're going to find out. These fights are, of course, in women's boxing in the state of Maryland, 2 minutes per round. In Michigan, it's 3 minutes per round, but in some states, obviously, the customary rules for women's boxing is 2 minutes per round. Should be an interesting night and an interesting fight. And pretty soon, we're going to be able to get things on and have it happen. And I'm talking about with our ring announcer, the voice of choice, the ever-popular ring announcer in the Washington, D.C. area, Henry Discombobulating Jones. And once Henry steps into that ring to do his thing, we can get ready to get on with it.
Galen,
now,
I don't think down in that end of the stadium I got enough of
these young ladies are definitely ready. Look at Nikki. I don't see fear, Antonio. Do you see fear? And then, of course, Laila Ali. But I don't see fear. She stares her down. She walks her down, and she says, Laila Ali, get ready for the big left hand.
Christy Martin also showed a lot of confidence leading up to their fight. There was a lot of smack talk going back and forth. But this young lady has a different look on her face. And, you know, I think Laila knows that this young lady has no fear. And we're going to see how it affect Laila. I don't think it will. I think we're in for an interesting night of boxing. So I'm just eager myself. I'm nervous about it. I'm on pins and needles as the fans. And the rain didn't stop the people from coming out. They're here.
I tell you, the rain didn't stop the people from coming out, but God made this fight happen tonight. There, of course, is Marty Wynn, the CEO of Raging Promotions. Amazing what he has done in just 10 months of promoting boxing. This, his first pay-per-view fight, and he's got that fight between Laila Ali and Nikki Eflon. Obviously, we are getting ready for the singing of our national anthem, and when you're in Washington, D.C., there's the chief. You know he's always going to have his powwow on. This is the land of the Redskins, and he's going to tell you that this year, Joe Gibbs is going to take the Redskins all the way to the Super Bowl. I'm sure Mr. Parcells in Dallas has some other thoughts when it comes to that. The Dallas Cowboys. Look at him. He says, ain't I pretty? You just never know. There's one of those championship belts, Laila Ali, and there she is. You know what? It is in the pudding. I'm talking about the proof is in the pudding. and the bloodlines are there, and they are ready for each and every one of us. This is the most exciting time in a fight right now, and I don't care what anybody says. I think a fight sometimes is won and lost right here in the ring. You can have all your friends come up to the ring, but there's only two people who are actually going to do that fight, and I'm talking Nikki F5 and Laila Ali. Man, this anticipation is running deep. We've got people standing on their feet as these two young ladies get ready to do it in the ring. What's going through her mind right now, Nis?
What's that?
What's going through her mind right now, Nisra?
Which one?
Laila Ali. That's who we're looking at on the screen.
Oh, she's anxious. I know she's anxious. I spoke with her myself a couple of days ago, and she was very anxious to get in the ring because she hasn't been in the ring in a long time, and I know how that feels. Just wanting to get in there, wanting to beat someone down.
All right, let's go up to our ring announcer, Henry Discombobulating Jones, for the announcing of the particulars.
Physicians at ringside, Doctors Doug Franco, Frank Garman, Steve Mannequin, and Ed J. McDonald Jr., the timekeeper, Mr. Tommy Canaris. And when the bell rings, the man controlling the mayhem in the middle would be referee Gary Campaneschi. Introducing the principal. First, right now in the corner, she's wearing the solid black trunk. She weighed in at 167 3/4 pounds. Her professional record, 12 victories, 2 defeats, 1 draw with 8 KOs to her credit, and she comes to us from South Point, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, she's looking to score the upset here tonight. Please welcome Nikki F5. And her opponent in the red corner, she really needs no introduction the world over, but we do it out of respect. Wearing the gold and white trunk, she weighed in at a finely chiseled 167 1/4 pounds, undefeated in her career, a perfect 16-0 with 13 big knockouts to her credit. In a very short time, she has become the face of women's boxing, the first lady of boxing, considered the very best around pound for pound. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Gary Campaneschi to give their final instructions.
The moment has come, and it's time to put up a shut up, get down, and throw down. As Laila Ali says, there's about to be a beatdown.
Everybody out of the ring.
There's Laila looking up on these two big opportunities, and I'm talking beating the bigger woman. And look at that, Laila appears to be the taller fighter now.
You're looking at a lot of tension right there.
Expect a clean fight. Protect yourself at all times, and most of all,
I mean, I think this fight takes lady boxing to another level. It shows that they can attract the people. It shows that they can attract pay-per-view. And I think this is a beginning of a new beginning for lady boxing.
All right, 14-1 is the record for Nikki F5. The only loss against Letitia Robinson. She wants to, of course, avenge that loss. It's actually going to happen. And I think that the sparks will fly. That's her husband, DJ, right behind her. You know what? He's telling her to go and get it. This is the moment she's been looking for. She says, you know what? You can call me what you want, but I'm going to be a champion after this one. There she is, Laila. She'll be stinging Ali. First time in the ring since August when she took on Christy Martin back in Biloxi, Mississippi. That's the bell for round number 1. One thing that Laila Ali has to be concerned about, and that is the jab. If there is a jab and a right jab of Nikki F5. F5 in the black trunks, Laila Ali in the white. Gold. Laila says she's going to take her time somewhat in reference to Nikki F5 because she is a southpaw and she doesn't want to rush things.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight. I don't know how many southpaws